Ìgbàgbé pé ó sùn lọ́sàn-án. Hello, good evening, everybody.
Good evening, boss.
Hey, Ogami sir. Good evening, sir. How are you doing today? Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I greet you.
How are you doing today, sir?
Very well, thank you. And you?
I'm doing well too. You city, how you there?
Yeah, boss. Good evening.
Yeah, Ogami Ayomide. How are you doing today?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm doing well. Did you play ball today?
I didn't play ball.
Why now? You are still eating salami.
I traveled today. I came back to Ibadan today.
Oh, welcome back.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Mary. Okay, Mary is not talking. Welcome, Mary. Bello Miriam, welcome.
Yes,
Ew. What's wrong with your network?
thank you, sir.
What's up? Ah, you are singing tonight. Oh. What's happening at Ijoko? All right, let's get started. And tonight we'll be talking about uh, a very important topic. And I'm pretty sure we can conclude the topic tonight. So we take it a step at a time. And the topic is time frame ending, right? So I know you've been asking questions like when are we going to start trading ourselves? Uh, Questions like when are we? How do you know your entry position and the likes? Well, let's let's go to time frame blending. Let's discuss uh, how the relationship between 15 minutes, an hour, 30 minutes, 4 hours, and probably a day. Let's see how it works. And with that, you will understand more about the market structure. And after time frame blending, you are good to go to entries. We are good to go to entries. And with that, you should be able to pick trades yourself and analyze the market perfectly well yourself. And what else? Yeah, I think that's all. Okay, let's start with time frame blending. And I will like if you don't mute yourself, just make sure that there's no noise from your end, so we can be able to communicate. And I love responses, so try as much as possible to unmute yourself. And let's get started. Now, time frame blending. As we all know, we have different time frames. We have. Can someone help me out with the time frames we have?
We have we have 1 minute time frame,
We have one
15
minute
minutes time.
time frame. Uh-huh.
Yes, we have 5 minutes time frame.
We have 5 minutes time frame. Sorry. Okay.
We have 15 minutes time frame.
We have 15 minutes time frame.
We have 30 minutes time frame.
We have 30 minutes time frame.
We have an hour time frame.
We have H1,
4 hours time frame.
H4. We have daily time frame. We
Yes,
have
sir.
weekly time frame. Please don't noise your phone. It's very important. Who is in movie? ECT, máa gbé ẹ̀ jáde nísìnyí. Don't worry. UCT. I'm trying to mute him from here. It's not going to there. Let's move on. He's going to mute himself. And we have lastly we have 1 month time frame. Now, under market maker, we are only going to be considering some specific time frames, and they are very important to us. You may ask me why, but I don't know why because I actually didn't ask why. I just want to learn. I didn't ask why. But what I noticed is that this time frame they have some kind of relationship to do with one another. They blend with one another, such like 15 minutes time frame to 1 hour time frame. If you check 15 minutes, we can find 4 15 minutes in 1 hour, and as well we can find for 1 hour in 4 hours. So we have some kind of relationship between them, and it's very important that we use them for our analysis. Now, we try to make some points. We use uh, uh, 15 minutes for our entries. Let me put it down. You can jot this down, please. We use M15 for entries, and we use H1 and H4 to know our directional direction, to know the direction our trend of, don't let me use our trend of the market trend, or we use H1 and H4 for our directional bias. At times we try to use D1 also, daily time frame, but these three time frames are very, very important. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So UCT, you are still disturbing us. I will remove you. All right. So let's move on. Uh, like I was saying, we use 15 minutes time frame for our entries, use H1 time frame and H4. We use H1 time frame and H4 time frame for our directional bias. So with this, we okay, it's just like this. Okay, we know that. Let's assume that we are traveling. All right. Okay. Okay, now let's assume that we are traveling, and let's say we are going to the UK, let's say London in particular, and we know that we are going to UK, right? That's where we are going to. That's our direction, and that is H1 and H4 for you. They show us where the market is supposed to go to. Now the question is, where am I going to take the plane, the flight to London? Am I going to go to Lagos Airport, or I'm going to go to Abuja, or I'll go to the international airport at Ilorin, or I'll go to Port Harcourt to take my flight? Now that is our entry. That is 15 minutes entry. You understand? Now the entry is actually important because you can know the directional bias, but if you pick your entry wrongly, then you are doomed. You lose money in the market, despite you knowing where the market is supposed to go. Now, with time frame blending, you will be able to understand where you are going to and at the same time where you are supposed to enter the market. How? Ask me how. Nobody's
How,
out.
sir?
Okay, good. Now let's go back to our market structure, our market maker cycle, which is what what.
A
AW.
AW.
Now this is our general market structure and our market maker cycle. This market maker cycle is for every time frame. They repeat this same thing on every time frame, be it M1, M5, M15, 30, 1 hour, any time frame you see, they repeat this cycle every time. Are we together? Now, the question is now that if they show us this cycle on M15, how am I going to do it and will not get confused when I see the same cycle on H1? Or what does M15 cycle mean on H1? Are we together?
Yes.
Do you get that point?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Good. Now, we have to keep asking ourselves that question. Sorry? We have to keep asking ourselves these questions. Okay, now I understand where I am on my H1 M15 cycle, which is my entry related cycle. But where am I on my H1 cycle? Am I on peak reset? Am I on level one? Am I on peak formation low? Am I on peak formation high? Are we together? All right.
Yes, sir.
Let's move on. Now, there are some similarities, and I would like to point it out before we start marking charts and drawing some things out. Now, on H1, let's assume this cycle is H1 cycle, right? Now, this is our peak formation what?
I
This is our what?
Level 1.
Everyone.
Oh, the ladies are active in the class tonight. These are
Level 2.
Level 2.
and these are what?
Peak formation low.
Permission though.
It is not complex, but at the same time you have to listen well here. Now we have our peak formation, we have our level one, level two, and peak formation low. Now let me show you one. This is our level one ADR, right? You remember that, right? Hello, they are not replying again.
Sir.
This is our level one ADR, right?
Yes, sir.
Now this is our level two ADR, right?
Yes, sir.
And this is our level 3 ADR. That movement, that sharp movement is called ADR. From level 1 to level 2, the total movement from up here to down here, from up here to down here,
Okay.
1 ADR, 2 ADR, 3 times ADR. Remember that class? So let's move on.
Yes, sir.
Now we are considering H1 here. Now the question is, how do we relate H1 and M15 together? It's a tough question, but it is easy to answer. Now, for every level on H1, are you writing? You need to write. Can we continue? Can we continue?
Please hold on, sir. Please. Let's go on, sir.
All right, okay. For every level, I'm coming, let me type it out. For every level on an higher time frame, we have a complete cycle on a lower time frame. Do we get this?
Yes, sir.
Do we get this short note here? For every level on a higher time frame, we have a complete cycle on a lower time frame. The difference, let me show you the difference. The difference is this. Okay. Higher. Sorry, not higher. I wasn't planning to mark higher. Planning to mark level. For every level, we have a complete cycle. Complete cycle. Now, let's say we have 1 hour. 1, 2, 3. Right? Are we
Yes, sir.
together? Now, this level 1 movement is a complete cycle. This is 1 hour time frame, right? This level 1 movement is a complete cycle on what? On 15 minutes.
Sir?
This level 1, this one movement,
Yes, sir.
we give you a complete cycle on 15 minutes. Complete.
Oh.
We give you all this on 15 minutes. This movement, we give you a complete cycle on 15 minutes. This movement, we give you a complete cycle on 15 minutes. So the question is, we go back to this our notes here. For every level on an higher time frame, we have a complete cycle on a lower time frame. Do you get the logic?
Oh, yeah.
If you are not getting it, talk now. So I will come back and explain. You have to get it right from here.
Fully understood, sir.
Good. Now,
Again, sir, I didn't get.
okay, let me take it again. For every level on an higher time frame, oh, come on. Okay. All right. Okay. Now I want to draw. I don't want to complicate my drawings for now, so I will just draw one big H1. Now let's consider this our H1 what cycle, right? Are we together? Someone said he
Yes,
is not
sir.
getting it, so you have to reply me now. The person that said
Yes,
good.
I'm with you, sir.
Now, this is level 1, right? This is H1.
Yes, sir.
This is level 2. This is level 3. Now, if we want to relate this to 15 minutes, this is 1 hour, right? And we want to relate it to what? A lower time frame, which is 15 minutes, right? Are we following?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me draw
Yes,
15 minute
sir.
cycle here. No, let me use blue for 15 minute cycle. Now, this is 15 minute cycle. C is the same thing. Are we together? Now,
Yes, sir.
this means
Yes,
that this cycle for 15 minutes is this level for 1 hour is one complete cycle for 15 minutes. This level for 1 hour is one complete cycle for 15 minutes. This level for 1 hour is one complete cycle for 15 minutes. So in this case, we have 3 levels, 3 15-minute levels. 3 15-minute levels. Three 15-minute levels. So which makes it what? How many levels on 1 hour? 9 levels. Do you get the logic? Yeah.
yes, sir.
About it, Daru.
For
Are we
the
No.
Oti Daru?
Not
at
at all.
all.
Good. Now, you've written this down, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, the other point now is I need to take it one after the other. That's why I'm doing it like this. The other point is for each consolidation level. Now, this is a consolidation, right? Or pullback. For each pullback or consolidation, let me write it down. For every pullback, for each pull, okay, let me just shorten this pullback as PB or consolidation at the end of every levels on higher time frame have a peak reset on a lower time frame. Okay, we can write this down, please. Then I will explain.
Yes, sir.
Have you written it down?
Yes, sir.
Now, for every level on higher time frame, for every consolidation or pullback on higher time frame, we have something we call peak reset on lower time frame. Should I now explain? Have you heard of peak reset before? Have you heard of peak reset before? Hello? Are we still together?
Yes, sir. Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard of peak
Yeah,
reset test?
together, yeah.
Yes, sir. We've heard of it.
Okay, good. Now let me show you what peak reset is. Or do you know what peak reset is? So we won't waste time.
If you
Hello.
just help us define it briefly, so we
You
Okay.
can
know
talk
that.
about it briefly, sir.
All right.
Yeah.
Now peak reset is we have peak reset in situations whereby the higher time frame is yet to complete its cycle, while the lower time frame has already completed its cycle. Now, peak reset shows or gives a continuation rather than the lower time frame to start a new opposite cycle. It shows something like this, a continuation pattern, and then start that downward cycle again on lower time frame. I will show you, I will explain. I will explain, don't worry. It's not difficult. Now, this is a full, please, when Zoom take us out, just try and join back. This is a full cycle on 1 hour. I will explain, don't worry. We have level 1, pull back, level 2, pull back, then level 3, peak formation. Do you get this? Is it simple?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, boss.
Yeah, I'm with you, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Please, could you circle the parts of the higher time frame and lower time frame that correspond to the peak reset and the consolidation, the pullback, according to that statement?
Pull back,
Yeah. So basically,
peak reset.
okay, extended to the right. So essentially, if I join those
Pull,
two, of course, simultaneously on the chart, is that what you're saying?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pull back,
Okay.
peak reset.
So
Now,
pullback on the higher time frame, 50% on lower time frame.
exactly.
Pullback
Now,
higher time frame, 50% lower time frame. Okay.
yeah, peak reset on lower time frame, pull back on higher time frame. So this can
So,
also be H4,
so each
and
one.
this one will be H1. This can be H1, and this one will be what?
Then
M15.
15.
This can be D1,
Okay.
and this one will be H4. These are the three time frames that are quite, how will I put
Hello,
it?
sir. Sir.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Don't, we are not rushing it, though. I
Yeah,
will still explain. Oh, yeah,
better. Thank
I
you.
will still explain. Now, this is how we explain it. We want to start a journey. Are we together?
Yes.
Now, okay. I think for now, I'm still better than all of you here in Forex. So I'll be the daddy. For now, I pray you guys get better and probably better than us. So I will be the daddy. Then we can find, okay, I will look for someone, then the person will be the son. Now I'm the daddy, I'm H1. All right. So I'll be using this color for H1. No, let me use black color for H1. No, black is strong. It's universal. So I'll be using black for H1. And then I will be using this color. Let me use this color for M15. Can you see?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good.
That color is a little bit oh,
Okay, should I use another color?
yes, please.
Okay, I'll be using this color for M15. So, okay, now, Precious, you will be our child. You'll be my child. So, this is the idea. I'm taking my child, Precious. I'm taking her to, I don't know, a lot of people don't stay here in Ibadan. So, I will use the states as an example. Now, if I'm to travel down to, let me pick somewhere as example. a large number of us stay here in Southwest, and we are familiar with Southwest states. So let's say I'm going from here to uh, uh, let's say I'm going from here to Lagos. Oh, yeah. Let's say I'm going from here to Lagos, from Ibadan to Lagos. So let's draw a pattern. So I will get to Iwo Road, which is my start point, usually, until I own a car. Then from Iwo Road to toll gate, then from toll gate to Mowe, then from Mowe to what? Lagos. No, my writing is fine. You don't need to tell me that. All right, from Mowe to Lagos. So now, like I said, I'm the father, which is H1, right? Now, this is our peak formation. What? We are using a downward trend. Peak formation I. This is our level 1. This is our level 2. This is our what? Peak formation low. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Now, this is how me, the father, I'm going to take break when I'm en route to Lagos. So I'll actually start from peak formation I, which is my start point. And when I get to toll gate, I will take a break, probably chill out, buy banana. We can get a lot of banana at toll gate by then, or probably buy bread. All those, I don't know, 3 days bread. 3 days bread they sell at toll gate by then. They don't sell fresh bread there. Or probably get plantain chips. Yeah, we get a lot of plantain chips around that area. Or no, we don't get the bakery there. So I'll just get something to eat around that. Yeah. So this place, I tend to take my rest, or let me say it is a pullback, or yeah, let me call it a pullback. Then what was it? At this place at Mowe, that's when we get to redemption camp area. Then come on, I'm getting rusty. I need to take another break before I can move on, before I can go to Lagos, right? Now, but you know the problem with Precious. Precious is a kid. Our life is quite much, right? Now, Precious, we are taking off from Iwo Road, but before getting to Bury, Precious needs a break. Or let me say Alakia. This you don't know Bury in Ibadan. Before we get to Bury, Precious needs a break. Before we get to after Alakia, I don't really know those area again. So I'll just say let me try and picture. Okay, good. Before we get to Alakia, just try and follow, please.
You
It's
have
important you follow.
baggy.
Baggy, thank you.
Baggy.
Baggy. It's a climber then, sir. Precious took a break at Baggy. Then from Baggy, she took another break at Alakia. I don't know what's wrong with her bladder. And she likes Ipakpano too much. So I have to stop and stop every time. Then we both took a break at where? Toll gate. See the journey Precious is taking. See the journey I took. I took a break at toll gate. But before Precious could get to toll gate, she has already taken how many breaks? 2 breaks. Now let's go to level 1. Now, before I complete, I don't want to talk about the peak formation yet. So I will still leave the peak formation as it is when I'm discussing 15-minute time frame. I'll still leave this area here like this. Now, this is level 1. Then we are both taking a break at toll gate, right? before we start our another journey. Now look at it on 15 minutes. This is my own pattern. Let's see Precious pattern. Let me check. We have 1 minute to go, so you'll be prepared to join back very soon. Okay, Precious, are you still there?
I'm here.
Okay, this is Precious pattern. Precious, 1, 2, peak formation low. There, she came to what? Toll gate. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Do we understand?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Please, if you don't understand, let's talk now.
I understand. I
Good.
understand this.
Everybody, the guys are not talking. Okay. I assume they know.
Understood, sir. Understood, sir.
Now, let's move on. The same process from toll